there's so much discussion on many forums on the internet about the consumption of the Tesla Model 3. People complaining about how it's not living up to their expectations. Now there is a new made in China Model 3 and even more problems arise from that. People seem to be very obsessed with the range they get from their car. In fact, I'm not really that much interested in it. My lifetime consumption is 219 watt hours per kilometer, which is pretty steep. And I thought, okay, let's see if I can optimize my range and see how far I can get when I really try to consume as little as possible, which is not so easy because, as you can see, the weather is not so good. It's quite cold at the moment. I'm on my winter tires on 20-inch wheels, which is not a good condition for reducing the consumption. But anyway, I decided to drive slowly, maximum 95-100 kilometers per hour on the highway, and slower obviously on the local roads. And then, well, let's see what kind of range we can get.
Op je afkomen, ja. Over smaak en ik heb 4 weken naar SBS gekeken. Dat vond ik toch wel, daar heb ik toch al verschrikkelijk hard over gelachen. Ja. Zelf kun je nog steeds niet try-outen met je nieuwe show, maar sinds nieuwjaarsdag is je vorige show.
Jij zei dus wat je al eerder geregeld kankerhoer?
Kakt.
Je kan. Dankjewel, dat heet timing. Je kan er niks aan doen dat je het zegt, maar je hebt wel kunnen bewerken wat je zegt.
Ja, klopt. Ja, dat kan soms, dat kan niet altijd. Dat kan met sommige...
I started with 465 kilometers of range. Right now I've driven 117 kilometers and the range is now 313, which comes to a total of 314, okay. Which comes to a total of 313 again, which comes to a total of, what is it, 430 kilometers. And the projected range right now is also 413, but okay, I'm not driving, so I think I'm gonna end up doing maximum 400, maybe even less. Right now the average consumption was 182 watt hours per kilometer, and I really doubt that I will get any lower than that, but okay, we'll see. Yay, so we now came to the point where we are at 50% charge level. Just now we drove 183 kilometers since starting at 100%, so that means right now it would suggest that we can drive, what is it, 366 kilometers on one charge. I must say that right now the average consumption is about 150 watt hours per kilometer, when it was during the whole trip 180, so somehow we are using less energy at the moment. Maybe it's because of the wind or the temperature, I don't really know. We're driving to the south now. I was driving to the east most of the time. Could make a difference. But still, I don't think we'll manage to go more than 400 kilometers on one charge.
Running the original restaurant, and she was forced to fire just over 100 people. She's now reduced to employing only 10 people, only a dozen.
So initially, how did Sweden's herd immunity strategy work?
Well, initially and subsequently it didn't work. Basically, they announced that...
We're down to 25% state of charge now. Energy consumption, let's have a look. So the range, projected range left is 103 kilometers on 96. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing 100 now, a bit quicker than I've been doing because I'm overtaking some trucks. So I'll go down a little bit again. So projected range 114 kilometers. And let's see, so we are at 276 kilometers, which means divided by 3, that's 60, so 93, something like that. So another 93 projected, I would say 280, 370 is then what we would get to if we go on in the current consumption. So I'll try to drive it down to 0% and see where we are at that moment. Okay, so I won't be making it home because, I just won't make it. So now I'm on my way to a supercharger where I will be arriving with 1% charge if everything goes fine. And I suppose it will. So now I'm at 5% left now. I've driven 355 kilometers, which means, let me think, divided by 20, so there should be another 70 in it. I think so. No, the half of 70. 17 probably. Which would bring me to about 370, which we said before. So I don't know how much do I have left to get there. Just a few more minutes, 11 kilometers, I think. And let's see where we are then when we arrive at the supercharger. Exciting. Okay, made it to the supercharger, luckily. Battery power very low. I'm down to 2% of battery. I've never driven my battery down that low, actually. So right now the projected range is 6 kilometers. That would bring us to a total of 374 kilometers of range. That's about what we expected. So it's the maximum I could get out of the battery with the current conditions, winter tires, colder temperatures. It's 3 degrees Celsius right now. I didn't drive really fast. I was very cautious. I had the acceleration on chill mode. To be honest, I didn't enjoy it. But it was nice to try, and I don't mind consuming a little bit more and having some less range. But still, I was interested to find out how much I would have with these conditions, and I'm surely going to do a similar test again in the summer.